All right, let's see if we're good to go. Let's make sure the audio is working. Yes, we are. I think we are good. All right. Hey, everyone. Hope you guys are all having a good day here. This is obviously going to be a little bit of a shorter stream, a little bit different because I am heading off to Nashville in a few hours here. But I wasn't able to stream yesterday because I kind of got busy with work and stuff. So, well, not even work, just errands and things. But we're going to be talking about Bitcoin, some of the news coming out today, and all that type of good stuff here. Loki says hello. Loki, where's Loki at? Now you want to jump up. Oh, look at you being a good boy. He was napping until I woke him up by talking with you guys. But yeah, so he's doing really good right here. Hope you guys are all doing well too. Hey THC, hey Bullish, hey Wilder. Happy to see all of you guys there. Wild, thanks for being a member as always. And what's right there? You got a cigar too. What do you call? I wish I could be smoking a cigar right now, man. I don't want to smell like cigars when I hit that airplane though. Luckily, I'm flying on American Airlines today and not Delta, because I'm hearing Delta is still having issues at different airports around the country. So I don't want to have to deal with any type of, oh no, we got to cancel the trip, something like that. I would just feel, I'd feel so shitty if that happened to me, right? And I've known a few people this week that have had that misfortune, I would say, right? So, hey THC, happy to see you again as well. I think I already said that, but yeah, happy to see you. And hey Haram, happy to see you guys here. So, a lot of news I think we need to talk about here today. The first big news was that Kamala Harris decided not to go over to the Bitcoin conference. I was really disappointed because I really wanted to see her on stage. I really want to see as many people in the political sphere start talking about cryptocurrency. Usually that's enough to get some type of legislation moved across. Will it be a compromise? Yes. Does that matter to me? Not so much. Let's just get something out there. And so she decided not to go there. I think there's some more news coming out, but I think the big gist is she's just not going to show up and she's not going to speak. So she's kind of ceding that cryptocurrency vote to Trump right now, or RFK. I think right now more crypto people have been migrating over to Trump. Just because they feel like he has a better shot of winning than RFK. That being said, maybe we'll see Kamala Harris lay out some type of policy and like a formal speech eventually. I'd be very interested to see what she has to say about, cryptocurrency, Web3, blockchain technology, what her views and all that type of stuff are. That way, at least people have an idea, because if she's maybe more pro-crypto than we think, that could help the price out quite a bit here. So everybody, if you work for the campaign, go tell her to go out there and start talking to the crypto folks, because at this point, the crypto folks they're heavily siding with Donald Trump. You go to these expos, it's very heavily Donald Trump, and while she might not think she needs the votes, I think every politician in this election which is probably going to be close, needs all the votes they can get. And hey, Steve, well, that was a nice pre-recorded speech. What was that? Oh, you guys talking about Joe Biden? I did not get a chance to watch his speech. I did not get a chance to watch it. But, we'll see what happens there. I feel bad for Joe, guys. He got forced out. As much as you guys may not like the guy or think he is in cognitive decline, yeah, he is. I mean, when the establishment wants to, they can, kick your ass out of there. And remember, it only took, a few weeks, and that's about it. And they were able to just, boom, no. Which is kind of scary if you think about it. And that's why I kind of typically like those far left candidates and those far right ones, something more of a Bernie Sanders or a Trump. They typically can they have the savvy to do a hostile takeover. Usually when you have the establishment kind of put somebody in there, like in this case Harris, it creates I don't know how much of a resentment, but it does a little bit, like saying, hey, a lot of people are a little bit more conspiracy theory driven than we might want to admit. But then when you see the establishment put down Kamala Harris, you're like, that's who they want. You know what I mean? So it's going to be interesting to see how all this plays out. Because I don't think Trump is going to run away with this. I see polling data that's kind of mixed right now. Trump definitely has an edge right now. Surprisingly, he's still winning a lot with independents, but I do think it's going to get closer and closer. Even if they have a debate, Kamala Harris might win that debate. You never know. So get ready for a lot of fireworks this election season, guys. It was kind of boring and up until that debate. Then it got exciting because everybody's like, oh, will Joe Biden drop out? Now there's Kamala and what do you call him? And I'm waiting to see how Kamala what she tries to appear as, because she can try to break her former mold and do something else. Because remember, if you guys watched her during the 2019-2020 presidential campaign, she was horrible. So I'm hoping she learned some lessons there if she wants to, make it to that top job, so to speak. Dude, American is my favorite. I've had such a shitty experiences with Delta recently. Yeah, my last 2 flights with Delta were kind of iffy. I'm hoping that America does pretty well today. I don't know exactly. So I got a new phone today, but it's like doing that, like put the phone side by side and let all the data transfer over. I got myself one of those new. It's like an iPhone Pro. It's iPhone Pro Max. I think it's as well. iPhone Pro Max 15 or iPhone 15 Pro Max. So I got a new phone today. I gotta use it up a little bit more. But yeah, so American Airlines. I don't fly with them usually, so I'm excited to see how they are. Yeah, I'm excited to see how they are. I'll take some footage for you guys at the airport. Me just doing some stupid shit, just talking around. I already had dinner, but I'm gonna have myself an odd wallet drink or some type of green smoothie. I typically like those. Plus, I get to have unlimited drinks at the bar on the plane, so that never hurts either. And hey, Water Buffalo, happy to see my man. Hey, the Dolphin, hope you guys are doing well. Guten Tag, Villaret. Even the women won't vote for Harris. They say they won't. I think she has. See, I don't think right now that her, as far as Harris, I don't think that her being in the race makes it so she's a favorite against Donald Trump. But what I think this does is it gives her a higher ceiling than Biden. So Biden was kind of capped about as how good he could do it. It was only going down because of his cognitive decline. Harris could at least articulate and try to make a case for why she should be president over Donald Trump. And she has the potential to try to swing some people back from Trump over to her. At this point, she hasn't done it, but it's only been a few days. Let's see how she does over the next few months. I'd be very curious to see if she can actually start to make some progress there. I'm not hopeful of it, because I did watch her in 2020 and I did see how bad of a campaigner she was. Remember, she called Joe Biden racist, and black people still voted for Joe Biden despite that. So there's a lot of variables for her to try to figure out, I guess. But yeah, it is going to be something more of a, do you like Donald Trump or do you not? Do you like Kamala Harris? Do you not? It's going to be still a lot of nastiness out there. Remember, a lot of nastiness. I just want peace wherever it is. Yeah, you're not going to get peace. If you want peace, just turn off your TV. That's what I do. What cigar do you recommend for a newbie? I got a Monte Cristo White Series. Those are very good ones. If you want something more medium or full-bodied, I guess, Ashton's always a good place to start. You move off of them pretty fast, but they are a good place to start. If you want something really dark, but if you're not used to darkness, probably just stay away. But if something really dark is a Tabernacle, those are good. You can also start off with some of the lighter My Father's. As far as one of my favorites, it's going to be the 1926 Padron. You can even go to another series. You don't need to go fancy with them. I'm a more medium to full body type of guy myself, so I typically don't do the lighter stuff all too much. But I would say, just look into some of My Father's. Ask your local tobacconist what he may recommend, but I'd say My Father's are usually a decent place to start. Then after you try a few of those, move on to some Padrones. They usually do a really good job with their making some cigars. And if you really want a treat, go with the Liga number 9. Those are a real good thing. My tobacconist holds a few for me in the back room whenever I want them. Very nice guy. Very nice guy. All right. A little bit of a heads up, guys. We're diving into Bitcoin right now. Hopefully everything is looking pretty good for you guys. And hey, hey, J-Mark, I am going to enjoy the conference. It's going to be hectic tonight. It's going to be very hectic because I got to fly in, all that type of stuff. Because my flight arrives after midnight, there is no hotel booked for tonight, which means I get off the plane, I go to my hotel, drop off my bags, and then I go to the conference, which will be just kind of a pain in the ass, to be honest, because I thought I would have a room and stuff like that, but we'll see how it is. I looked up some places with you guys yesterday, and I was like, there's some cheap places, but They're not anywhere near where my hotel is, so it'd be a real big pain to drop stuff off there. It might get stolen because it's such a cheap place. Then yeah, I don't want to deal with all that crap. But overall, it's gonna be a fun conference. I'll be going to a few parties tomorrow. Hold on, Luma events. Is that how you do it? Yeah, there you go. So tomorrow there's a hackathon at Orgel House, Nashville, the compound. There's a lot of people going to that one. I don't know if I'm going to go to that one because there's so many people. Bitcoin Beach Liquidium, I got an invite to that one. Future of Mining, this one's pending, which means I probably won't get into it. Let's see. Institutional Networking Event and Sunset Soiree. That one I can go to. OKX Bitcoin Mixer featuring Zeta Chain and Portal. I don't know much about this one. I could probably get an invite to that one if I wanted to, but I don't know if I do. There's so many different events. Satoshi Social, RFK, Junior Bitcoin Blockchain Policy Private Reception on a wait list. I just wanted to ask him a couple questions if I could, but they're really trying to get you to donate to talk to him, and I'm like, yeah, go fuck yourself. Goat Fest is going on tomorrow. Tron Immersive Night. I know I'm going to Tron Immersive Night. That'll be pretty fun for part of it. And then there's a State of Bitcoin VIP dinner. That one is pending. Liner Media presents Dior launch party, official Karate Combat after party. I am going to Karate Combat. Is Karate Combat tomorrow, Thursday? God, see, my schedule is all fucked up if that's true. Karate Combat. No, right there, fight events. Events, there you go. Thursday the 25th. Oh, it is tomorrow. Okay. So I'm going to go to Karate Combat, then probably this after party here. Then there's also Orgel's World Tour, B&B Incubation Alliance, Bitcoin VIP cocktails with WorldPlay Portal. I don't know. It's hard to get a lot of this stuff, though. You got to like know somebody to get into a lot of these parties, which is kind of a pain. Luckily, I have friends, but this isn't me, my world. This one's going to be pretty cool. This is a compound. Space Blue Tune.fm Bit Basel Nashville. So basically, it's like a massive house. Can I save the image so you guys can see this properly? Oh, I can't save the image? Oh, okay. Well, you guys can see. It's like a compound. It's a really nice house. Gonna have like one big party there, it looks like. My Moon Experience with Scott Page. Experience the alternate, there's a bunch of stuff in here, a lot of pending stuff too. Then Saturday, that's Friday too. Oh god, yeah, I don't even know. I'll make do with whatever it is. That'll be pretty fun. But anyway, as far as Bitcoin's concerned, guys, let's kind of take a little bit of a weekly, daily, 4-hour look at this because it's going to be pretty much the same stuff here. Now, on the weekly chart, we are still bearish. There's some hope right now that maybe we can try to hold above this 20-week moving average. But as far as the momentum is concerned, the momentum, as good as this last few weeks have been, it's still down. All right, it's still down. It can take a little bit of time, but we're in the right spot, I would say, right now. All we did was hit this level of resistance up here, and then we got rejected off of it. We'll have to see what happens next. We could just be coming all the way back down to make a higher low and whatnot, and kind of blast off later on in the month. For me, because I know we have FOMC coming out pretty soon with Jerome Powell coming out and talking about interest rates and how he views inflation, stuff like that. I would say that I think we have an opportunity here, even if we do dip down a little bit more, maybe coming back down as far as $62,000, $61,000 before the end of next week, and then we start to pump up once we have that speech coming from Jerome Powell. So right now, I would be very careful if you guys are looking to swing trade this and go long, unless you guys are really looking for some type of catalyst from Jerome Powell. And the reason I say that, sorry, making sure Loki's not behind me. The reason I say this right now is you're starting to see the daily moving average, not moving average, the daily oscillators also point towards going bearish. I did a trade today where I shorted Bitcoin, and it was Bitcoin and Ethereum. Ethereum ripped downwards, which was great for me, but you're seeing everything start to tilt back over a little bit here. Where you guys find hope, just like before, is this 20-week moving average here. And you guys will notice something right now. We're underneath that 20-week moving average. We're going to have some type of pop here today or tomorrow to get it back up. I think we probably will go up and we'll maybe have a double top. And the reason I think that is, there's a couple announcements that are coming out this week that I think people are going to get really excited about, which could make Bitcoin go up a little bit more, then eventually break down towards the end of the conference. So there's supposed to be some type of announcement from Trump or maybe another senator lady, and they're going to be talking about how they're looking to make a Bitcoin like a reserve currency here, which means the government would be like just buying up a shit ton of Bitcoin. And of course, we print so much money here, we could buy unlimited amounts of Bitcoin. So that could just make Bitcoin skyrocket, and which would be absolutely insane. Another reason to hold Bitcoin for the long term here. However, that could lead towards something of a double top because the MACD hasn't crossed over just yet. Most of you guys, though, you're not really doing much trading right now. You're still scaling out from what you saw the last few days. You're happy with the results, but this is more of a scale out moment. Just like I said over here, still a scale out moment. You can try to buy and do day trades and stuff like that. I think day trading is okay, but the 1 hour chart right now, if you guys check this out here, there, still seems to be giving you guys opportunities for the most part. This one wasn't a good trade because it kind of flash crashed there. We were bullish here, so you don't take the shorts here. We did turn over right here, so that short might have worked out. This one worked out for maybe a few hours. So there are some opportunities that you guys can see here. For me, though, it's day trading. In, out, few hours, and see how long that takes, I don't really try to do anything much more than that right now. Where I do think there was some surprise, though, today, if you guys didn't notice, where are we at? The SPY came down a lot today. The NASDAQ came down a lot today. And the Dow Jones came down a lot today. They've all had really good weeks. It's just they're coming down a lot right now. And this makes me wonder, like, why are the markets thinking like this? Like, let me go over here to NVIDIA. This thing is starting to get real choppy. Real choppy. Change of character. Bearish, bearish, bearish. We haven't been full bearish, 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 right? But the change of character since right here, right? That's the last time we managed to pop back up. Time before that was right here, pop back up. Oh, maybe it's a little bit different. That time was sideways. Let me see what the weekly chart looks like here. I don't want to trade NVIDIA right now. Like I told you guys, I'm scaling out. So we might have a change of character for the first time in a while here. I'm looking at the MACD turning negative, negative, negative. We're just waiting for that change of character. Yeah, we could be heading for a little bit of a correction here for the market. And I say that because NVIDIA kind of leads the market right now. Meta. Yeah, look at this. The market's starting to teeter off a little bit here. Starting to teeter off just a little bit here. All right. But yeah, that's kind of the gist of it right now, guys. I think we're probably going to head down over the next week or so until Jerome Powell talks. But I think it'll be a kind of a bumpy way down. Hopefully we can make our way back up towards like $67,000 before coming back down. But yeah, that weekly momentum, until it kind of fixes itself, I'm still kind of iffy. And I think we should have some pops due to, Trump speaking, RFK speaking, Kathy Woods, Russell Brand, all these people, senators, congressmen and women. When people with authority and power, especially the people in Congress and the politicians, when they talk, you do see the market tend to move a little bit more. If only we could get Jerome Powell to come out and talk at the conference, that'd be great. Any discount? What's the title mean? Oh, so Kamala Harris was in talks to go to the Bitcoin Nashville conference, and it would have been like all the parties there. So it would have been independent RFK, Republican Trump, and Democratic Kamala Harris. I don't know why, I just almost called Kathy Woods. But then she decided not to go. So I put the photo as her stiff arming Bitcoin because she had an opportunity to embrace it this week and say, hey, I may not, I like Bitcoin. I just want some regulation, But instead, she's not even going to try to articulate her viewpoint to all the people. This is one of this in consensus are the largest Bitcoin events, largest cryptocurrency events of the year. And this is, of course, the biggest Bitcoin event of the year. And everybody usually talks about Bitcoin when they're talking about crypto. She had an opportunity to bring in some new voters, get people excited about voting for her crypto policies, and she decided not to. She probably would have faced some boos and stuff like that. But I do think it would have been worth her time to try to plead her case, make her case in front of a lot of people who in the crypto community might not like Trump. And they're trying to think, do I want to vote for Kamala Harris or Trump? And they're looking for a reason to vote for her. She's not going to give them that reason. So because that, a lot of diehards in crypto, obviously, they're going to end up just voting for Donald Trump. So it's going to be interesting here. But yeah, I was really hopeful that she might take that step. Kind of, it's a hostile territory to her. I understand that because her and Biden have been so anti-crypto. But I thought it was an opportunity for her to try to change the narrative around that. And she did not want to, or her staff didn't want to. Again, she is an industry, she's an establishment figure right now. And the establishment obviously doesn't like Bitcoin at this moment in time. I'm hoping they will, because I do think it'll help Kamala Harris out if she just says, hey, I like Bitcoin. That's all I gotta do, I don't know if it's going to be live streamed. It may be. Sometimes it might. I'm not entirely sure. You'll probably see some panels live streamed, but not the overall floor. They do have like 3 or 4 panels happening at one time in certain periods, right? So I'd probably say you just go over to the YouTube channel Bitcoin Magazine, and I'm sure you can find something going on. So yeah, I'd assume something would be live. Don't vote for the person. Vote for their policies, and Trump just so happens to have the better ones, like him or not. Right now, yeah. Where as far as the polling is concerned with Donald Trump and Kamala Harris, where Trump excels is immigration, right? The economy, right? And then safe streets, police, and stuff like that. He wins that. Kamala Harris, she doesn't really win on any of those big subjects. However, she does win when it comes to sorry, I don't say the word too often. What is it? Abortion, excuse me. So she will win a lot of votes due to that. However, this is why Donald Trump is still in the lead right now. She's going to have to make her case. She has the ability to. She was a prosecutor. She could try. And we'll see if she does. But I don't know if she's going to be able to beat Donald Trump. Those policies that she had with Joe Biden, a lot of people fault those same policies for the high inflation that we're going through right now. And, it's going to be hard to try to detach yourself from that. That's why, again, I was surprised they put Harris in there as the replacement. I thought it might have been a Shapiro or, somebody else out there that might have done better. But again, we'll wait and see. I have a cousin in trucking. He's getting crushed. Over 1 trillion in the markets are down today. Yeah, Steve, I saw that. That's crazy. I think that somebody tweeted on Twitter too, or tweeted that on X. As far as the truckers, I have a friend that owns a trucking company, does logistics. Bro, they are getting crushed right now. They are very much so. I'm hoping that Jerome Powell sees this. Because remember, he's supposed to start cutting rates before shit starts to go bad. And I think on the bottom, hidden in the crevices of the economy, you're starting to see some shit really hit the fan right now. Mostly in logistics, transferring of goods. I think we're closer to multiple rate cuts this year than people think. I was talking, Tom Crown. I was talking with him, and he says there's going to be 1 rate cut. The Fed says only 1 rate cut this year. I'm banking on at least 2, if not 3 at this point. I think we're starting to see the economy slow down a lot quicker than we would like it to. Not necessarily a crazy bad thing or terrifying thing, but because we have time. And it's not like this stuff moves very fast. But Jerome Powell is going to have to start cutting rates pretty darn soon if he wants to keep the economy chugging along. And I think 1 more good month of CPI data will seal it for 1. Another month we'll seal it for 2, and then we'll have to maybe have a few next year. We'll see. It's going to be more than they're thinking of. At least that's my opinion right now. And hey, Happy Wolverine, you like the policies? Policies are definitely there. Yep. Market took a beating today. Oh my god, dude, it was red. I know you guys haven't seen me use FinViz in a while. Get out of here, ad. There you go. Oh. NVIDIA, look at all that. Brutal. You know what did fine, though? You know what did fine? Oh, I can't show you this one. Just start. Maybe this one? No. All right, fine. I'll go over here, and I'll do it for this one. Boom. You know it did good? Oh, wait. This still isn't everything it should be. Whatever. It's fine. Okay, there we go. My bad. Where's that? My oil stocks are still doing good. This is where I'm the most heavy right now. It's generally oil. Mostly because of the dividends. I'm in all this stuff that's in blood red today. Don't get me wrong, but I'm very much like I've been telling you guys. I'm scaling out of this stuff right now, just because I don't know exactly what's happening, and I feel like we might peak. But scaling out means I'm going to be holding. I saw positions for like months to come, but I'm definitely not putting money into the market. I'm taking it out, and I'm putting into oil sometimes, but mostly just T-bills and things of that nature. 5% interest rate. I'll sell it whenever I want to, make a few bucks off of it, and I can reallocate it to this stuff pretty quickly if it starts to turn around. But it doesn't look like it wants to turn around right now, which is kind of a pain in the butt. You go over here and look at some of the charts that we typically look at. The dollar index broke down. It's still coming down slowly, but it's very freaking slow at this point here. We bounced off of the order block, but hopefully we can come back down here over the next few months. But this is a month, this is multiple monthly processes here, right? 2 months, 1 month. Can we make a drop next month or this month? We'll have to wait and see. Usually breaking down below the 20 is a little bit more volatile, which is good, I guess, but still very volatile. And oil's consolidating. We're going to see what happens here. If oil breaks down here, we're probably heading for a recession of some type. Hopefully it's able just to go sideways here and maybe not break down below 68 bucks if it does break down. It'll be pretty testy for a while, though. Look at the NASDAQ. Oof. Look at that. Take off the 20-week moving averages here. SPY. Still going fine. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Hit right up there, too. Then it's coming back down. Beautiful. And then you got Russell. Breakout. This one should be interesting to see what happens next. And then we got Dow Jones. Just now trickling up here. With a little bit of a breakout that we saw. Meanwhile, Bitcoin's trying to make a little bit of a return here. There's the 15. I'm voting crypto that can all have that can have all the emotional trash. Oh, you mean like you're voting based on your crypto policy? Yeah. Do I think Hillary Clinton? No. Hillary Clinton's never coming back to politics. She was soundly rejected. I think she took offense to the fact that Joe Biden beat Trump in 2022 or 2020, and she couldn't beat him in 2016. I mean, I don't know. I don't like Hillary Clinton as a person, personally. She seems like she's very calculated and politically, very much a politician. I, like Republican, Democrat, I typically don't like politicians. I don't like asking them a question and then they leave. They never give me a solid answer. I don't like that at all. I just don't. And everybody does it, so it's like, oh, that one candidate doesn't do it. That one candidate, I'm so ready for these interviews with him. He is primetime comedy. With who? Alex Jones, something Hillary Clinton. I can't even read that. Oh, predicts? Oh, no, but Alex Jones is kind of a kook right now, so I don't know. I don't watch him. But, yeah, it'll be an interesting time to see how this pans out. I'm just hoping that we get some good crypto policy. Bitcoin hits $500,000, and then from there we're going to be doing good. Now, low roller coaster. Did you know that Kamala Harris is already the official nominee? They're moving the DNC voting schedule up. It's going to be like a video call type thing, and they're going to move it up so nobody else can challenge her. Like, the establishment has put Kamala Harris in there, and then she's going to do the best of her ability to try to defeat Donald Trump. And, the Democratic words to save democracy, right? So there's nobody is going to take Kamala Harris out of the race. Kamala Harris is the person. There's nobody else that could take her out right now. Even the media has gotten behind Kamala Harris, right? Remember, most of the media is typically having a very liberal, film in front of their eyes. There's a word for it, but you get what I'm saying. They turned that off when they saw Joe Biden have the cognitive decline issues. Now it's back on since Kamala Harris is running. So I'm not going to expect the media to be as rough on Harris as they were on Biden. I don't think it would be to their benefit. I think they want all those clicks and stuff like that. So I think the race is going to get tighter than people expect because the media is going to be boosting her all the way here. Now, that type of stuff can only go so far, but I do think it will have an impact here. And for those that want Kamala Harris to win, they have a lot more hope now than they did with Joe Biden. They have a lot more hope now. So I think you're going to see a lot of energy into that campaign, a lot of people talking about it, stuff like that. I've been talking about the campaign with people in my cigar smoking group, right? They're asking me what I think about Kamala. Do they like Kamala? What do they think about Trump? Was the Trump, Trump assassination? What was all that about? Secret Service lady resigned. We're talking about all that type of stuff. A lot of the black people that I know don't like Kamala, but I think a lot of black people in general just like her because she says she's black. So it kind of just depends on where you are in the country. I don't think Kamala Harris is culturally black, and so the way she tries to fake it weirds me out a little bit. And I'm not as culturally black as a lot of my friends are. You could tell. I dress like this for heaven's sakes with nice little flower prints with my bougie bespoke shirts. But I know the culture. I've been part of it for a long time. You just can't go too deep into the culture for me in my business. But if I was hip hop rap or something like that, yeah, I can embrace it fully. But you get what I'm saying. She has a lot of work to do. I think this is kind of like, Joe Biden's out, sigh of relief, whew, and then they have to get to work. And I think they know that. I don't think they think they're just going to breeze into the White House now. As much as the media keeps on saying, the race is over now, Kamala Harris is in there, Trump is freaking out, he should have never got J.D. Vance. The media is throwing all the shit against the wall, hoping something sticks. Because right now, what is the media pushing? So like a few weeks ago, it was, Biden is sick with cognitive decline was the anti media talk about Biden, or the media talking about anti-Biden stuff. And then with Trump, I think it's the Project 2025 stuff. I think that's what's happening right now. I haven't read the 2025 stuff. I typically don't care about this type of stuff. But the media is starting to latch onto it. And then when you see them start to latch onto this type of stuff, what happens? They start to get crazier and crazier. All these conspiracy theories start to come out. And what happens? You have some crazy guy going to try to shoot some politicians. So after all this unity talk and stuff like that, hasn't even been a week and we're back down into the mud. I don't have much hope for the politicians generally. So yeah, we'll see. Who's Harris picked for vice president? No, they haven't decided yet. Apparently, they're doing vetting right now. So they're going through their histories, their financial records, making sure there's nothing crazy about them, basically. And then if Kamala Harris decides, she'll probably announce it sometime over the next week or two. She's saying, "Hey, this is my new running mate. He can introduce himself, or he's this, that." It'll be interesting. It'll be pretty interesting right there. You call that speaking? Who's speaking? Who's speaking? Who's Harris vice president? J.D. Vance, wife is from India. Oh yeah, yeah. It is what it is, guys. I mean, I don't know. I have a lot of Indian friends. They're pretty chill. I don't know if you guys have ever had some spicy tiki masala. It's pretty darn good shit. But yeah, it is what it is, guys. It's going to be pretty choppy here for a while as far as the election. Don't pay attention to it too much unless you guys really want to. It can be real toxic and whatnot, But anyway, I'm going to call it a night here as far as the stream. I still have to finish up packing some stuff. Bitcoin generally is okay. It feels like we want to do something more of a dip and rip over the next week or so. I'm going to be giving you guys daily updates from my phone. I will not have any computers, any laptops with me because I don't want to get through security. Too much of a pain in the ass if you ask me. So I will bring my new phone over with me. I'll be taking photos, camera stuff. I'll be uploading all of it online to Twitter, X, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, TikTok, So get ready for all that stuff here pretty soon. I enjoyed talking with you guys today. Loki says, have a good night. And I will send you guys a video from the airport a little bit later on tonight. Loki. Oh, where's Loki at? Loki. Oh.